Go and do your stuff. Ray!
The royal family are known to be the powerhouse of the world and seen as very serious, well-mannered and formal. But at the end of the day, they're human and they can't be perfect all the time. They slip up and have some extremely hilarious moments, and today we'll be taking a look at some of those very comical moments. We start off with a clip of Prince Harry, who has been interviewed and asked about being an uncle once again since his brother was expecting another child. Harry gave a funny response saying that he was excited not only to be an uncle, but for the fact that his brother will now have more on his hands and suffer. He also laughed when the interviewer jokingly said that another child in the family reduces his chance of being king.
Going to become an uncle again for the second time?
I am going to become an uncle again for the second time, hopefully. So yeah, it's very exciting news. I can't wait to see my brother suffer more. And with any luck, if it's a girl, then he'll suffer even greater. I think I'd love to see him try and cope with that.
And of course, you'll be able to give the baby advice on how to cope with an older sibling. The strategies.
I don't think that there's never a strategy.
And of course, with that growing family, your prospects of becoming king reduced, don't they?
Great.
Next up, we have a younger Queen Elizabeth who is out in the yard having some fun with her dogs. The dogs really seem to be fond of her and her family, and they kept on jumping on everyone trying to get their attention. One of them, named Ray, even started jumping on the Queen.
He'll probably go back.
Ray, you're not supposed to do that. I won't hear. Go away. I'm not here. Go and do your stuff. Ray! Go on.
Here we have a really funny clip of a really young Prince Harry. This was back in the 80s when he was just a young boy going to school. Upon his arrival at school, he spotted all of the cameras trying to get a snap of him and his mother. Well, Harry the showman made sure to put on a bit of a show for all of the press. This clip shows that Harry's light-hearted personality has been there ever since he was a child. It's really funny and he's not changed much, even though he's all grown up now.
Throwback to the 1980s when a young Prince Harry took this opportunity to show his cheeky side while arriving at school.
We're about to see Prince Harry and Meghan Markle during their tour in South Africa. They were greeted by some locals who did some dances for them, and well, the two royals joined in on the fun and started dancing with all of them. They definitely looked like they were having fun. Meghan was really into it and Prince Harry was dancing a bit as well, but he was simply just enjoying spectating his wife bust some moves. It was definitely quite a great moment to witness. Take a look at this.
And Harry and Meghan got into the spirit of things when they toured South Africa.
Now we have the famous Prince Harry clip where he was doing an interview during Christmas while serving in the military in Afghanistan. It was a great, nice and calm interview. It was a really cool setting as the interview was conducted at a military base.
And if you're in the aircraft for like 3.5, 4 hours up to a time, I try not, if I can hold on, I will. But I've now, once you've been out here for 2-3 weeks, you master the art of basically peeing by basically sitting down like this. So I originally couldn't do it during the training courses. It just couldn't happen. And also, every time I said, right, I'm just having a pee, the guy on the back would start doing this, which, you know, it's not helpful for anybody.
But then unexpectedly, chaos ensued and the interview came to a very early end. During the interview, an alarm blared around the base and he had to leave very abruptly in the most epic fashion to jump straight into the line of duty.
It wasn't done in the wrong way, but it was just...
This time, we have a clip of the late Prince Philip who visited a primary school and looking at some of the things the pupils of the school did, such as art and writing. There was something that Philip picked up and he wasn't impressed by. In front of one of the pupils and the teacher, he explained how unimpressed he was by one of the pupils' writing. You would have thought that he would have been nicer given that it was something done by a little kid.
You ever teach some drawing up? We do. Is this it? This is not drawing right. Yes. Well, this one. No, it doesn't.
Next, we have Prince George, who was helping out his family making some Christmas pudding, but well, you know how eager kids get with these things. He got really eager and actually ended up scarring his grandmother. Queen Elizabeth ran away as soon as his great-grandson kicked things into gear. She looked really scared at the moment, and Prince Charles found this all very funny.
Like the time Prince George helped his great-grandmother make Christmas pudding, but got a bit too vigorous with the mixing, much to Prince Charles's amusement.
Next up, Prince Harry played with everyone's hearts when it looked like he was about to break into song, but then he stopped after the first 2 words.
And he showed us that even if he wasn't a royal, he'd be very at home in the spotlight.
You say that's definitely not gonna happen.
At number 9, Queen Elizabeth got invited to a dinner in Canada by the Canadian Prime Minister. In the speech, we learned that she actually has quite a sense of humour. She cracked a joke that got the whole audience in attendance absolutely laughing. What makes it even funnier is that she kept a straight face the whole time. It seems she has a pretty good relationship with the Canadian Prime Minister for her to be making jokes like this. It's pretty cool, and it's a side of the royal family that you just never expect, especially from the Queen herself.
With great pleasure that I welcome you all here this evening. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister of Canada, for making me feel so old.
We conclude this video with a clip of Prince Harry who was having a go at ballet. We all know about him dancing and things like that, but ballet is quite a surprise. This is when he visited some kids and joined them while doing ballet, and well, Prince Harry does look pretty funny amongst all of them. Watching guys, if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and much more. Goodbye for now everyone, we hope to see you next time on Raw Media.